Hi, and welcome to my usability video where I present my course and my usability survey participation results. So I decided to use Google Classroom to build my course through. Most of my students are familiar with this, and I know that there are some students who might not be too familiar, but we'll get through that as we go throughout building our e-portfolios. So to warm students up to the course, I posted here in the stream section, which is just like an announcement section, to let them know where I want them to start and what to start with. So they will start with an introduction tab that will walk them through the course and what is expected in each module. And you see that here throughout the layout that I have on Google Classroom. So it was important for me to start from a foundational level to ensure that all my students had those basic skills and detailed instruction to get them through each phase that I wanted them to build in their e-portfolios. I'm also aware that some students may need additional assistance, like I said before, with navigating through Google Classroom and other platforms that you may see throughout this course, which is why I included a resource section that will also include links to tutorials and how-to videos showing them how to maneuver through these different platforms that we will use throughout building their e-portfolio. So as you see, I have the different modules set up. And in my last video of my course overview, I kind of got into what was in each module and expected of the students. And you can see here, it's still the lesson, a discussion, an assignment, and a reflection piece. So once students master the basics that we've built on that foundational level in the beginning, they will be able to move forward in building their e-portfolios and showcasing their learning through them. Each participant did about a 30 to 45 minute usability test or survey that I created at the end of this course through Google Forms for me to see what was successful, what needed to be improved, and what was gained overall at the end of my course. So taking you to the usability survey. So one of my questions was this course organized? So I had 5 participants total. So I had one person give me a 4 and the other 4 rated it a 5. So we did pretty well in the organization of the course. I know there were a few things that I noticed that I would like to try differently next time. And maybe instead of doing modules, splitting it up in weeks, I think that would be a lot more beneficial and helpful to people participating in this course. The next question was, this course provided me with the resources and skills to do my best. So 2 people gave it a 4 and the other 3 gave it a 5. So still a pretty high rating of overall the course being successful and providing them with resources to be able to successfully build and showcase their work throughout their e-portfolio. Another question was, I felt well prepared to build my e-portfolio. So we had a mixture here. We had a 3, 4, and a 5. And I have a couple questions later on that are more towards the end that kind of goes into depth about what they would need to be more successful or to feel more prepared or feel more confident in creating their e-portfolio. So here was a little mixture, which I think is common to see, especially when it's new territory and something new that you haven't really done before. But still overall, a pretty high understanding and a high level of preparedness throughout the course. Would you attend another e-portfolio professional learning to further your skills? So 80% said yes, and the other 20% was about a maybe, which is still positive and still good going towards any future endeavors that may take place involving this professional learning. Another question was, this course has enhanced my professional growth. 20% said a 3 and the other 80% gave it a 4. So it's nice to know that they felt that they gained something throughout this course, whether it just been what an e-portfolio is or how to create that. They still walked away from my course gaining some knowledge, which is nice to see. And then for my 2 open-ended questions, so one was, what suggestions do you have to improve this course? So I need a couple more e-portfolio examples that would have been helpful. And that was one of the things that I noticed myself, that when I was building my e-portfolio, seeing examples is what really helped me, being a visual learner and everything. So I would definitely include my e-portfolio and several other e-portfolios just to kind of give them a variety of different styles and what you can even add into your e-portfolio to make it your own while also having the assignments needed to fulfill the requirements. Someone said everything I learned was awesome. Thank you. Then we got, I would like to see more examples of e-portfolios and how exactly it was used in a lesson. And I don't know if I mentioned, but I had the participants in this survey were coworkers and colleagues. So it wasn't the students just yet. This is all feedback from coworkers and colleagues. And it was more for them to be able to incorporate building e-portfolios in their classroom. So having them navigate through the course was to see what kind of feedback would they provide me so I could better help them in another course or in another stage of this e-portfolio building. Another response was, I would like to see the lessons and how the e-portfolios were used, which I think that would have been a great thing to implement into the course somewhere, is how to incorporate the e-portfolio being used in a lesson. I think seeing examples of that would have been very helpful throughout this course. The last open-ended question was, how has this course improved your experience as a learner? So one response was using Google Sites in the classroom, which was one of the other platforms that under the resource section provided a how-to and tutorial to use. Another response said learning about e-portfolios and how to utilize them in the classroom, how to incorporate technology in a fun way, how students can benefit from e-portfolios, and just learning more about e-portfolios in general. So that was the end of the survey. Overall, this survey really helped me see how I can improve and what I should do differently the next time around when doing this course. I definitely think the way I organize the Google Classroom, instead of doing it in modules, I think I'll break it down more into weekly, still having it organized into the different modules, but breaking it down a little bit more and having just more content overall posted versus it being focused on the actual assignment itself. I would also improve the lessons and just incorporate more videos and reading pieces along with all the other resources and content that's already being provided. So definitely learned a lot of things that I can improve on and do differently the next time, but I'm happy to see overall that my course was successful and that they gained some type of knowledge at the end of it and would potentially attend again. So I can't wait to hear your feedback. Please feel free to leave comments below, and thank you.